Hey guys, I just finished watching the movie The Sound of Freedom. Um, my voice is still shaking. It's been a half an hour since I watched it. I came home. Um, the only thing I can say is I definitely recommend watching it. And this is something I know is not relevant to investing or anything like that, but I feel like this movie kind of needs to be like seen by everyone. It's not for like the entertainment value, but the message. And a lot of I can understand why mainstream media doesn't want this to be shown. It is hard to watch in terms of the message they're conveying. It's one of those things that where like as we are a first world nation, right? We don't see these things. It's you know ignorance is a blessing, right? So as a person that's seen or felt some parts that did trigger me, yeah, it's hard to watch definitely. But at the same time, again, it is a serious issue. Human trafficking is the subject matter here. So there's multiple times where I definitely did want to leave the theater just because I just felt really uncomfortable. But that only happened because there's some triggers that I could relate to, unfortunately. Um, so again, I watched this film by myself. This is not paid at all. This is just from my honest feelings of the film and how much it has, I wouldn't say enlighten me, because I am aware of these things do happen. Because it's just one of those things that gets kind of put on the rug, because it's always one of those things like a what if situation. If I were to have my own kids or something like that, like can I sleep knowing the fact that you know your bed is empty, where you have a little one in there gone, right? That's like I'm not a parent, but I can understand um, other parents of having their own. As an educator, um, for 10 years, teaching kid for 10 years, I have to make sure, they come to class safely and then leave class safely with their designated pickup. So just seeing this, like simple things like that, like kids can go missing so easily, and this is something like that can only be tackled by a community, right? Isn't something like that the government can like do by themselves. This is a community thing. So I'm just doing my part in sharing my thoughts on this film, even though I mean we only have like one or two people watching, but honestly, I already paid forward 2 tickets for anyone to watching those tickets. I mean watching that film, because at the end I watched the special message talking about paying it forward. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching this film. It's gonna make some people uncomfortable, and I understand. I watched that film by myself, and I made my neighbors became my friends, and one obviously was clearly upset. The other one was just letting it sink in. I can tell the mother beside me, or not, I wouldn't say mother. The woman beside me was clearly emotionally invested in the film, and so was I. Because there's multiple times where I just want to do break down, just because how real is that film, right? As for people who are saying like this doesn't convey like a true depiction of a like the whole process, you know, I'm not gonna invalidate what they're talking about, because again, this film um just shows a case that successfully saves kids, but there's a lot of kids that are not saved as well, right? This isn't something where you can ratio, oh, this is how many people are in the world, this is how many slavery we have right now. One kid is one kid, okay? That's one too many already. So anyone who wants to do this weird dysphoria of like this population is how much we have in the world, and this is how much we have slavery increasing over time, um, that's the injustice of considering like how grateful we have things, to be honest, especially we have the ability to share everything. So again, um, support Angel Studios. They're the ones that are pushing this message forward, and I'm pushing this message forward as well. So yeah, have a good night or good morning, and hopefully you get to watch this film and maybe feel something out of it, feel a little bit grounded, because sometimes our life is fast and we don't realize small things, especially little ones. Um, if you're not a parent, at least, um, that things go fast, and when things disappear, you don't realize how much of it impacts you, right? So, again, I want to keep it short. Have a good night, and see you next time.